Hello everyone. The next topic for the grade 1 which I chose is the before number concept. Most of the time we have found that the students are very prompt in saying the after number, and even when you are asking before number, they'll come up with the answer of the after number. So what actually happens is visually they are able to see the numbers from 1 to 9 or 0 to 9, but that visual things is not like visually. When I say, it is like in the visual memory, but that thing visually they don't get to see in the case of before number. So the first concept which we have to introduce in the child is always counting from 1 to 10 and then counting from 10 to 1. This is something which is very important for the memory building also. In counseling, we do say, like, if the child is able to count the backward counting, their memory actually increases and the retention also becomes better. So suppose the child is not getting the before number concept. The first thing which we should be telling the child to understand the before concept is this. Suppose I have drawn a cap, I have drawn a cup, and I have drawn a pen. Now, to understand the students, what is in the middle? They'll say cup. What comes before cup? Always use the gesture. What comes before cup? What comes before cup? This gesture will provide the student with the orientation, like how they say before. As soon as they place their hand like this, what comes before cup? The hands automatically goes like this. So it is cap. What comes after cup? It's pen. So the placement of the objects on the floor, maybe, or on drawing a diagram here, you can do the test for the students if they understand the concept or not. This is helpful for knowing both, not only both, all the three concepts: before, between, and after. Once we are done with this and we know the student has now understood what is the concept of before and what is the concept of after, the next step for us is to make the student understand the backward counting, how they will count the backward counting. First thing, the student will write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. As you know, when we ask the students what comes after 1, they are able to count the forward counting, and they say after 1, 2, after 2, 3, after 3, 4. This is very easy for the students. But the reverse becomes little difficult when they get stuck. The one solution to this is like make them very efficient by calling the number from 10 to 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If it is done, it's well and fine. For some of the students, it may be like it will take time for them to remember this. So, as soon as before number comes in their examination, the first thing for them is to write the number like this and then get to know before number. When it comes, it will go like this. So, if someone is saying what comes before 9, it's 8. What comes before 7? It's 8. Before 7, it's 6. The same concept follows, and one more thing at this moment will make the students remember that the number is actually from 0 to 9 only. So we don't have to bother for the numbers which is 29, 35, it doesn't matter. What we have to see is the number at ones place, not at the tens place. So let's see how we can introduce the further concept to the students through this video. Now, instead of writing 9, 1, I have written 11, here 23, here suppose 34, here suppose 45, here 7, here 8, here 9, here 2, here 90. Suppose the students we have to teach what comes before 11. We will understand, make them understand by saying you have to write the first number as such. Start counting the number only at ones place and do the back counting. So before 1, it's 0. The same concept applies here where 2 as such, but here this number we only change because we already told the students to look for the number only at ones place. So before 3, 2. The same way here, 33, 44, but after we teach all these concepts to the student will again stuck at a place where the number will turn to 0. Some number and then after 0, which is the concept here. So we are going to separately deal the numbers which is going to end with 0, so that it will be a different approach for that solution for any students, and then they will not be confused with the similar concept with this. So let's see. Number 20, number 10, number 30, number 50, number 40. So when it comes to the number which is ending with 0, what we have to introduce to the students, convert all the zeros, whatever the zeros are, wherever the zeros are, to 9. We have converted the zeros to 9. So every place we are converting the zeros to 9. And then as it is the before number concept, so we have to write what comes before 1. Before 1 it's 0, before 2 it's 1, before 3 it's 2, before 5 it's 4, before 4 it's 3. So the number altogether becomes very easy for the students to understand. They'll understand with the simple technique of before number is the backward counting when it comes to any number, where we have to just see the number at ones place. We don't have to bother about the number at tens place until the number is ending with 0. Once the number is ending with 0, we have to follow altogether a different approach in which we convert all the zeros to 9 and we look back the backward number at the tens place. Other than that, we are not going to look for any other place if the number is not ending with 0. I think this concept will help and will remove the burden from the student of thinking more about the before number. Thank you so much.